So guys, we are finally here today to begin with our new topic, the laws of indices. Yeah, but before we proceed with that topic of laws of indices or indices, I think what we are going to do here is we are going to make some definitions. We're going to first of all look at, just going to look, just one topic, we're just going to talk about algebra. And we're going to talk about algebra and what algebra is all about before we start talking about indices. Because in indices, when we are doing indices, we need all to know certain things about algebra. But for a moment, I won't go details with algebra. I will just define what are variables, constant, variables, exponent, and powers. Just that you know. And this is going to help us in this topic of indices, because in indices we'll be talking more of constants, variables, and powers or exponents. That is very, very vital. So that's why it takes me a little time to come up with this topic. So what we are going to look here is to look at what algebra, the aspect of algebra in mathematics, what it involves, assuming that you have something like a puzzle. Yeah, assuming you have been asked, okay, let's take for example, assuming you have been asked that you have been asked to think of a number. Think of a number. Assuming that number you have thought of is X. You have been asked to think of a number, assuming that number is X. And the next thing that they will tell you is that add 15 to that number. Then you say X plus 15. You say X plus 15. They say add 15 to that number. And then now they say double the result. Double the result of that number. This is the number. And you have been asked to add 15 to that number. And then now they say double the result. We don't know the result. How are we going to double the result? That's the question. How are we going to double the result? We are going to double the result by multiplying this entity by 2. We are going to double this result by multiplying this entity by 2. And the next, they say, add to this number, add to the number you first thought of. Add to the number you first thought of. So that's it. They say add to the number you first thought of, and then divide the results by 3. Add to the number you first thought of, and then divide the number by 3. Okay, good. We now assume that we have doubled. To double this number, we now say 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 15 is 30. So we have now doubled this number. We have now doubled this number. So we now have 2x plus this. So first we were asked to think of a number. And when we were asked to think of a number, this number was x. We were asked to add 15 to that number. We say plus 15. And then later on told us, double that result, which therefore means double that result. It therefore means the result that we have is x plus 15 plus x plus 15, or we say x plus 15 times, bracket open, bracket close, times 2. And this is the answer. And then we have now been told that, add to this number, add to this your first number you thought of. Add to this first number that you thought of. So what we are going to do, the first number we thought of is x. We add it here. And then the next thing that they say, divide the result. Divide this result by 3. Therefore means all of these have to be divided by 3. So we now see 3x plus 30 will now be equals to, will now be divided by 3. And what that follows by, take away the number you first thought of. Take away the number you first thought of. So we now have this one here. We have not divided this one by 3. And when we divide this now by 3, it therefore means this is the same as 3x over 3 plus 30 divided by 3. And by so doing this, we got the answer to this will now give us x plus 10. X plus 10. And then now, what have they said? They said we should take away the number from the first number you thought of. So we now say this minus x, because the first number we thought of is x. The first number we thought of is x. And what is our answer? Our answer is 10. So I go back and I repeat this particular level. So the first thing is that we were asked to think of a number. We thought of this number. We assume that number that we thought of to be x. The number we thought of, we assume it to be x. They say add 15 to that number. We add 15 to that number. We say x plus 15. We said x plus 15. And then they now say double the number we have thought of. What? We have double the result. Double the result. This is the result that we have. This is the result that we have. So we now say double the result, which therefore means it will now be x plus 15 plus x plus 15. Or we just say x plus 15, bracket open and close, times 2. And this one will give us this answer here. 2x plus 30. So we now move forward. They now say add the number you thought of to the result. This is the result. We have now added this number we thought of. And then they now say divide this one by 3. Yes, divide the result that we have. Therefore means this plus x is 2x plus x gives us 3 plus 30 and then divided by 3. And this is where we get it. So this one, we cancel out this. This one cancel out this to be 10. So now the result is 10x. No, the result now is x plus 10. X plus 10. This is now our result. And the last thing they say, take away the number you first thought of. Take away the number you first thought of. That form means subtract the number you first thought of from this number, which therefore means this one will be minus x. And the number now will be 10. Why? Please, why? Drop us your comment. Drop us your reason on the comment section. Drop us your reason on the comment section. Think of a number, x. Add 15 to that number, plus 15. Plus 15. Double the result, times 2. Times 2. This is the answer. And then now they say, add the number you thought of to the result. This is it. Divide the result by 3. This is it. You got this. And then from here, they say, subtract the number you thought of from the result. And when you subtract it, you remain with 10. Why? Please drop us your comments. Drop us your reason on the comment section. And also share the video. Share this video. Share this video. These are just basic something about algebra. So, and as I said from the beginning, we are not going to do indices first, but without knowing some basic factors like this. Please share the videos, like the videos, and also drop us your answer. Why? Why 10? Why this? Drop us your reason in the comment section. As you do so, may God bless you. Thank you and see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.